With the same guy, I think.
Unbelievable. Well, one race they didn't win, Keith, was the Derby. In fact, they didn't have a runner in the Derby. It was an upset result. It looked possibly that it might be. It looked a strange Derby, I thought, on paper. With no AJC Derby or SAJC Derby now, they're both in the autumn. The Derby almost comes up too soon for the three-year-olds. Yesterday we had a maiden win, only the second one in 23 years.
Kenny Ladd was in a cantankerous mood. The favourite took some time to be coaxed into the mounting yard, and then he sweated up on the way to the start. The two other three-year-olds in the betting were the Bart Cummings colt What a Hit and Big Dermot from Ballarat, the first Derby runner for trainer Rob Smurden. Fire Oak may have been a maiden, but he had good backing on the strength of his second in the Spring Champion Stakes. The Derby was run at a solid pace, a staying test, one which the favourites failed to pass.
Over on the outside was the Guida, and he was followed by Direco, and Kenny Ladd's about second last, coming up towards the 800, where the leader over on the inside now is still Special Guest, about to be tackled right, left and centre. Chimes M has gone up very fast, and Fire Oak is in the picture, and Big Dermot is making a run, followed closely by St Judas, had the run of the race. Then came Direction, followed by Lycra. Further back in the field, Abandoned War. Kenny Ladd third last as they straightened up. What a Hit went very deep as the top of the straighter, where the maiden now, Fire Oak, has hit the front in the Derby, tackled by Big Dermot down the outside, and here's one coming with a good run, Centro, and wider on the track is Lord Revenue as they come down inside the final 400. Fire Oak is tackled by Centro. St Jude getting through along the inside is finishing on, followed by Lord Revenue, and then came Lycra. Kenny Ladd not in the race past the 200. On the inside, Fire Oak is tackled by Centro. Centro on the outside, and Fire Oak is settling down to a ding-dong Jill. Fire Oak won't give in, he's battling on. Fire Oak is still the leader, and they hit the line at a bobbing finish. It's Fire Oak or Centro in a tight one.
Fire Oak on the inside got the verdict, but Centro's owner, Lorraine Podgornick, wanted to see the photo for herself before correct weight was declared. Fire Oak's trainer, Gordon York, wasn't surprised he'd won a Derby with a maiden.
So when was the decision to start this horse in the Derby made?
Oh, when I looked at him in the paddock in New Zealand.
Really?
Oh, look, he's a tough horse.
Well, he is a tough horse, but Keith, what do we learn from that Derby? A maiden winning, probably only the second one this century, we believe.
Yes, Savoy in 67 was the previous winner, Bruce, and I think we do have to go back to the last century, Martini Henry, and even I don't remember that one. We also learnt that Kenny Ladd can't stay. I think that was obvious. It wasn't the real Kenny Ladd yesterday. The horse never got into the race. Shane Dye pulled the whip early in the straight, and Kenny Ladd just plodded away, didn't he?
Well, they took the blinkers off yesterday, which was a bit of a surprise, wasn't it, because he ran so well on the Cox Plate.
Yes, the object of that, or the theory of that, was that he wouldn't race so keenly and he would get back. Well, he was ridden like a stayer out the back of the ground, but he didn't perform like one. I think that Kenny Ladd also, Bruce, and perhaps in the opinion of Shane Dye, might be a fresh horse, performing best when fresh.
Maybe we'll see him in the autumn in races like the Newmarket, the Doncaster, those types of races, and,
sure.
and the Australian Guineas, which will be perfect for him.
He'll win big races, but not at a staying trip.
Well, he's already done that, of course, with the Slipper as well.